the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So, 15 billion went missing.
You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
What did we do about it? All we just did was talk. What result did we produce out of it? Nothing. What could we have done with that 15 billion? I ask you. Is it possible to recover that 15 billion? What if I could tell you that it is quite possible to recover that missing 15 billion? What could we do with that money if we were to recover it? I remember quite well when Nelson Chamisa was going on through his rallies in the 2018 elections, where he said that Mr. BT made his calculations and we only need 15 billion US dollars to revive our economy. With that being said, if we were to get that 15 billion today, wouldn't we revive our economy? It is quite possible to recover that missing 15 billion. Hear me out. The law says if someone steals, he has to return that thing times 2. Which means to say, if the 15 billion was stolen, that somebody who stole it is supposed to return 30 billion. Now I'm going on the premise that majority of Zimbabweans are Christians. So I'll be quoting the Bible in this presentation, not because I believe in it 100%, but because I'm an open-minded person who seeks and applies knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from various sources. The purpose of this presentation is not to seek to bring to account those who are responsible for the missing 15 billion, but to recover the money. So the main objective is to recover the money. The motive is to recover the money. But wouldn't it be fair enough that the money comes back with interest? Take a look at this. The money went missing more than 4 years ago. If that money was to be put in an investment account accruing interest at the minimum rate of 12%, it could have earned an interest of $7 billion. So it will be very, very reasonable to say the missing 15 billion is supposed to return as 22 billion. The 22 billion can be recovered, and the 22 billion can be made available. I want to hear your comments. Put your comments if you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook. Put your comments here. Let me hear what you say. If I was to recover the 22 billion, would you allow me to take only 2.2 billion out of it? Then the country use the 20 billion to revive the economy. I'm going on the premise that the people will be using the money wisely as it's supposed to be used so that we revive the economy. And if they fail to do so, then you see me coming with the 2 billion out of the 2.2 I will have taken and revive the economy. Stay with me. If we all genuinely wish, hope and pray that the economy of Zimbabwe recovers, let us all put the focus on recovering this money, which I know is quite possible to recover it. Whatever you want in your life, you have to think about it, meditate about it, and call it into existence. Mr. President, Comrade E.D. Mnangagwa, I urge you to come on national television and make this confession and declaration that I want the missing 15 billion US dollars to be recovered together with interest. I want the economy of Zimbabwe to recover. I want the economy of Zimbabwe to rise and grow instantaneously. I also call upon you, President Advocate Pastor Nelson Chamisa, to make the same confession. I call upon you, Your Excellency, Dr. Noah Ngoni Manyika, to make the same confession. I call upon all of the progressive Zimbabweans to make the confession. Every day before you go to sleep, make the confession. Every day, as soon as you wake up, make the confession. Let us all come together, Zimbabweans, to make the confession that we want the missing $15 billion to be recovered together with interest. We want the economy of Zimbabwe to rise. We want the economy of Zimbabwe to grow instantaneously. Now, when we do all this with one mind, with one objective, only to recover the money, not with the purpose of bringing to account who is responsible for the missing money, we can get this money and revive our economy. Welcome to the introduction to meditation. Thursday, 11 June 2020. And I'm your host, Watchman Bantu Bakongo Bene Yawonde. The word meditate is mentioned 15 times in the KJV Bible. Now, is it a coincidence that $15 billion went missing, and that advocate Nelson Chamisa was caught on record saying, Mr. Biti, whom we can all trust to revive our economy as he did before, that he calculated that 15 billion is what is required to revive the economy, and that 15 verses speak about the word meditate in the KJV Bible. Yet meditation is paramount and is a key to the revival of our economy. Would that be a coincidence? Stay with me, folks. Two people are mentioned in the Bible in the same verse where the word meditate is written, and that is Isaac, the son of Abraham, who was also the father of Jacob, and also King David. And we read and see all the progress and results that King David and Isaac produced out of meditation. Now let us hear what King David says about meditation. King David says, "When I remember thee on my bed and meditate on thee in the night watches," meaning to say King David meditated upon the Most High, the Creator, on his bed. He also goes on to say that he also meditate of the works of the Most High and talk of his doings. He also said, "I will meditate upon thy precepts and will have respect on thy ways. My hands also will I lift unto thy commandments, which I have loved, and I will meditate in thy statutes. Mine eyes prevent the night watches, and I will meditate on thy word." So we can see that King David meditated upon the Most High. King David meditated upon the Most High's precepts. King David meditated upon the Most High's statutes. King David meditated upon the Most High's commandments. King David meditated upon the Most High's laws. King David meditated upon the Most High's word. He had the Spirit of the Most High in him because of what he meditated upon. We also learn from the Bible that there were two people who were commanded to meditate. The first of them being Joshua, according to the narrative of the Bible. Not to say that they are the only people who were commanded to meditate, nor that they are the only people who meditated. Remember what the Most High said to Joshua about success. What the Most High said to Yahushua about success. He said, "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success." Meaning to say, for Yahushua to have success, he had to meditate upon the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, which are found in the book of the law. We also find Shaul, that the world know as Paul, teaching and admonishing Timothy to meditate, wherein he said, "Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and thy doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt save both thyself and those that hear thee. So in meditating, Timothy was gonna have himself saved and all those that heard him as he taught. So we can learn from all this that meditation is key. Let's change our mindset, people. Let us all meditate upon this money which went missing, for in recovering it, we can recover our economy. What is it that Timothy was admonished to meditate upon, and what is it that he was admonished to teach? Now, if you read the whole of 1 Timothy chapter 4 in context from verse 1 until verse 14, you would understand that Timothy was admonished to keep the commandments. He was admonished by Shaul to teach the commandments. And the same commandments are the ones which King David admonished all of us to keep, wherein he said,
Blessed is the man
that we cannot
in the council, standing in the
way of sinners,
no seated in the
seat of the scornful,
but his delight
is in the law
of the Most High.
and in his law
Doth he meditate,
day and night.
therefore thus in the Most High. Cares be there
Men that are sick,
in man and make,
flesh is arm
and whose heart depart.
from the Most High,
But blessed is the man that trusted in the Most High.
and his hope is, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out the root by the river, and shall not see when it cometh, oh yeah. But her leaf shall be green, her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding good fruit.